Welcome to episode 3 of Ask a Nutritionist, where you ask me questions and I answer them. So today I wanted to answer a couple questions that actually some friends asked this last weekend, and I already answered, but I wanted to provide a little more detail, and I also wanted to share them with you because they are both about supplementation. And I think that's a big question for a lot of people. I'm a strong advocate for getting as much as you can through food and supplementing only when needed. So, first question is, I supplement with vitamin D. What foods contain vitamin D? This is a really great question, especially for us in the Pacific Northwest. We synthesize vitamin D from the sun, but here above the 40th parallel, you can only synthesize it May through September. So that leaves October, November, December, January, February, March, and April. I ran the numbers. That's more than half the year. 7 months we don't actually synthesize it from the sun. And even during the 5 months where you can, it's only 5 plus 7, the 5 months you can, it's only from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., which is like the middle of the workday, right? So it only takes 5 to 15 minutes between that time frame to synthesize enough vitamin D from the sun. So just pop outside during lunch or whatever to get your daily dose of vitamin D. The rest of the year, we can consider supplementing, up here at least. Vitamin D, though, is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means that it can accumulate in your fat cells in your body. So how much we need and how much we store is going to vary from person to person. And since it can actually accumulate, it means that there are toxic levels of vitamin D. So be really wary when supplementing. Please don't self-dose and get tested for vitamin D levels. I recommend testing at the end of summer. You can see your peak level if you test around September or early October, and then also in spring. So you can see your lowest levels after the 7 months of being deprived from sun. So that's my recommendation. What foods actually contain vitamin D? The question. Salmon contains vitamin D, so do egg yolks and some fortified foods. However, the levels of absorption for fortified foods, I'm not totally sure on. It'll depend food to food. Also, mushrooms contain vitamin D, and they're pretty magical in that even after they've been harvested, you can place them in the window and they can continue to synthesize vitamin D from the sun, even though they've been snipped. So if you can, place your mushrooms in the window to get an extra boost of vitamin D concentration. So that's vitamin D. The second one is about collagen. If I'm taking collagen, do I need to supplement with protein powder still? This is a good question. And I actually I have my favorite collagen here, Vital Proteins, because I wanted to show you. Well, first let me explain amino acids. So there's 22 amino acids, and these are the building blocks of protein. There are, of those 22, there are 9 that are called essential amino acids. And what that means is we have to get them through the diet. So those are the ones we really want to focus on because we can't create them in the body. So we want to make sure we're getting them through food. So the one collagen powder contains 8 of the 9 essential amino acids. The one that it's missing, that everyone is actually familiar with, is called tryptophan. And that's the one we all know makes us sleepy, right? After Thanksgiving. So tryptophan is found in poultry. It's actually, the reason it makes us sleepy is it's the precursor to making the hormone melatonin, which is what helps us fall asleep at night. So eat some turkey, eat turkeys. If you don't eat meat, there are complete protein, plant-based complete proteins, which a complete protein provides all 9 essential amino acids in one neat little package. Amaranth is one, buckwheat, chia seeds, quinoa is another great one. So incorporate chia seeds into your smoothie, eat quinoa, all those great things. And so basically my answer is I don't think it's necessary, but it also depends on your lifestyle, because if you're working out a lot, maybe you need more protein, and also if you are vegan, maybe you need to make sure you're getting enough tryptophan. One thing I was going to say about working out is that when you work out, you're breaking down your muscle, right? And so you need to provide your muscles and protein in your body, a source of protein within half an hour after working out, so that your body doesn't actually start to deteriorate that protein in your muscle. So handful of almonds or some kind of nut is a great source of protein and easy to have on the go, or just have some hanging out in your car. So yeah, make sure you're getting a little dose of protein shortly after working out. That's all the questions for today. Thank you so much for listening, and please don't forget to send me questions for next week. All right, take care.